Hello and welcome to Noble, a platform that connects people through human stories. And talking about human stories, today I want to talk about those people who do a number of activities within communities. I am talking about the philanthropists or the people who have started different initiatives just to help members of the community to achieve a number of things or just to, provide a number of services to the community. So to be a person who thinks about community development, providing for the communities, be it donation of sanitary towels, provision of clothes, or just supporting the many youth groups that exist in our communities, it simply means that you also have a mind, or what I call the third eye, that looks at the community in a very different angle. So part of me has always been into that because where I was raised, that is Mathare slums, a number of community-based organizations have always managed to develop young people, providing solutions to some of the challenges that we face out there. So in 2019, let me just say 2018, towards the end, I visited a small community, a small village in my county called Nyambiro. And in this community, I had a friend who, we were looking for a young group of boys who will play football. We had supported a senior team of boys, 16 years and above, but my heart was always looking for the day we would have a smaller group of young people, probably 12 years and below, and train them and create a platform for them to even play soccer, competitive football with many other young groups of kids. So when I went there, something really struck me, that a number of these young people, of these kids, had similar clothes every day. And so we started okay, why was that? Because they were barefooted, some of their clothes were ragged, and it was a same cloth every day. So it struck me, and I thought to myself that what would be my contribution to, just solve this problem, or have an event in a day where we can donate a few clothes to these kids. So that was the birth of a program that I've done now for the fourth time consecutively, called the Clad a Kid event. It is an annual event that happens on every 23rd of December every year. So with the Clad a Kid event, what I simply do is I have a team, of course, of guys that we work together, and we reach out to our friends, we make posters, and then we reach out to our social media networks and ask people to donate a few clothes that they have, toys, sometimes, bedding, books, anything that a young person might need during the festive season. The first time I did this activity, the turnout was very amazing. I mean, guys who showed interest, guys who donated clothes. There were some people who, channeled money towards the project, and we did a very huge event in two villages. One was Sega, which is also a very small village in my county. It's not really small. Sega is a town, to be specific. And then we did the first event in Nyambiro, and then the second one, we did in Sega. And now we've been able to do one in Nyambiro and another one in Sewar Primary School, where, we unite a number of villages coming through to help the community. So sometimes I get people who ask me, what are you doing for the boy child? Because we've done a lot of activities to just support the girls, but I've never been part of that conversation for a very long time, because I set out to be with both, kids who are both boys and girls. So part of this is that when you want to work in the community, it simply means that you need to know where do you start from. And I realized that football was a very interesting activity that brings young people together. And young people are always coming together to play football and, share a number of activities that they do as a team. and it's a very interesting, catchment point for the young people. So we've been managed to design a project that is called Sports for Social Change. And Sports for Social Change simply means that we are working with a soccer team in the village called Siwar Primary School, and they are also part of the Clad a Kid event, meaning that they help us facilitate this event to make it a success every Christmas period. So when I started Clad a Kid event, it didn't appear like something that would be sustainable. And many people in the community are always looking for something that they can do. I am here to share with you a story of success that I have been able to do this program or this project 4 years and counting. And I've always been able to, package the information truly well, that I have guys who reach out and donate clothes and donate, items that they are no longer in need of. And we have been in a position to run this program and reach very many kids in hundreds. And even adults who come to be part of this project, they have been able to just, benefit from this activity, because of course they accompany young people, they accompany the kids to the event, and eventually we have to give a number of clothes to them. So one of the things that I've always said that I want to be remembered for is that I was there for the needy people in the community. And it takes just a single thought of what is my contribution. My friend Protas Onyango, who also runs, we run a CBO called Lanterns for Light. The Lanterns for Light is a project that also seeks to enable young people to achieve their goals through education, and it also reaches to young girls donating sanitary towels, and it tries to also solve a number of issues such as poverty among the various families in the village by providing some of the needs that some of the things that they may need. So your contribution in the community simply starts with a single question of, what can I do in this situation? And the moment you're willing to expand your thought, and remember that you are not an island, and you must make use of your social network. You must be able to, just say, this is my contribution, and therefore I want to reach out to my social network, share the story. People love stories, and that's why even at Noble we say that this is a platform that unites people, connects people through personal stories or through human stories. So one of the ways you can contribute in any community mostly is just asking yourself the bigger question of, what is my contribution? What can I do to solve this particular problem that you're seeing? And anybody who's gone to school, anybody who has networked with people should be in a position to create a powerful social network, because it's from the social network that you reach out to your friends, you package the story, and if that story shows impact, if that story reveals what kind of impact that you're going to reach with it, then people are always willing to jump on it. And if you can report to them the activity and the impact, speak of the numbers, speak of what was spent, or how did you, share the little that you collected. It is normally very inspiring, and many other people will be willing to jump into the bandwagon and just contribute to the community. So I beseech everyone out there who is still asking themselves questions of how they can be people of impact, of how they can create impact in the community, that we need to, simply ask ourselves, what is your contribution? The day you find the answer to that, then you will be able to impact the community and create a noble story. Thank you, and that was our noble story today.